Our next speaker, Vikas, Jhingran, the Swami's question. The Swami's question, Vikas, Jhingran.
Thank you. My hands were shaking. My throat was dry. In my hand was a letter that was going to change my life. Would it be for the better or worse? The answer was inside. I stared at the return address, MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the graduate school of my dreams. Would it begin with congratulations? Or you've got to be kidding. The answer was inside. My mind drifted back to the time when it all began, 14 years ago. Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and anybody here who remembers being a teenager. The year was 1989. I was a teenager and my parents were desperate. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? College was just a few years away, and my grades, not there. My parents had been brilliant students and very trusting of each other because they ruled out any problems with my genes. But having tried everything, from counseling to mentoring, from threatening to explaining, they finally turned to the supernatural, the Swami. One afternoon, my mother and I traveled to the old part of the city of Calcutta, India, where the houses were so close that sunlight was a myth. The aroma of spices drifted in the hot, humid air. And here in a small hut sat the holy man everybody called the Swami. His saffron robe drenched in sweat, he tried to answer the problems of the people who had come to see him. My mother pleaded, "Swami, Vikas has lot of potential, but grades are bad." To which the Swami replied, "Meditation. Try meditation." And in a flash, his attention was on the next person. Now, I didn't want to get into this meditation stuff. But one look at my mother, and I knew I would have to give it a try. But then I got hooked. Did you know meditation is cool? Yeah, when my friends found out I was into meditation, my popularity shot up like Apple stock. I was really enjoying all the attention, but behind closed doors, my actual meditation practice was in some trouble. Sitting in a room with my eyes closed should not be a big deal, except I could not stay awake. The moment I closed my eyes, I was sleeping like a baby. But this meditation was making me so popular, I had to do something about it. So Mom and I went back to the Swami. Ask yourself question, who are you? Yeah. Have you ever looked at modern art and wondered which side is up? My visit to the Swami was equally confusing. Over the next few months, I tried hard to answer the Swami's question, and then miraculously, my grades started to improve. So much that I got into a good undergraduate school in India. Freshman year in college. What's not to like about that? Out went meditation and in came girls. And then came my first semester grades. I felt like life had kicked me in the stomach. So hard that I was left gasping for air, searching for answers. And in the next few months, everything I tried to bounce back only made me believe that I did not have the ability. Until one day, tired, frustrated, I went back to my room, closed my eyes, and returned to the Swami's question. Who are you? And in that deep silence, I heard the music of my dreams, the song of my talents, the symphony of my spirit. And I realized what the Swami had done. Meditation was just a tool so that I stop and listen, because the answer was not out there. The answer was inside. 14 years later, once again the answer had been inside. Yes, the letter did begin with congratulations. I had achieved my dream. Only because the Swami showed me that the answer is not in some magic pill or with Dr. Phil. The answer had always been inside. Friends, have you ever looked inside? What if the answer to your problems is not out there? What if the answer I ask you now what the Swami asked me then? Who are you?